Well, howdy doody. Look who's here. Only for a moment. She's going to play with the horse.
No, you're coming with me to my lesson today and watching me jump for the first time.
Hey, everybody. It sounds like I got my schedule planned for me. But hey, what am I doing? I'm moving around all my crap to figure out where I put the new trailer.
Dilapidated shed.
So,
the dilapidated shed.
yeah, there you go. We don't know who said that, do we? So, anyways, I forgot to plug in Brian's Blazer, so he can't drive us today because I forgot to plug it in. And he did a 250-mile day yesterday, so that thing's drained. So he's driving the Charger today, but that's fine. I can move the Jeep out of the way. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this stuff a little more in order over here. And I think the new home for the moment is gonna be, the trailer's gonna be over here, but I'm tempted, after I pick up this dog duty, I'm tempted to pull a trailer in that way so I can put down my gate and I don't have to worry about the rainy season. And the rainy season, this area back here gets very wet, very soft, and this is very challenging to get things. Uh-oh. What? Turn on the four-wheeler! Turn on the four-wheeler! Hey! Doesn't end. Turn on the four-wheeler! That way! That way! That one! Go! The dogs are going down the road, up in the road. Get back here! No! You're so bad. The kid. There's some person walking down the damn street. And these dogs, they're the worst. They're the worst, man. You know, I know people think I'm the idiot. Why the fuck do you have to walk down my fucking street? Walk up there. I am so sick of these fucking people. Walk the fuck up there. You don't need to walk down this fucking fence line. I mean, it's like, oh my God. Yeah, anyways, it's never ending. It's never ending here at Ice HCV with all these dogs, all the crap.
Why don't you discipline him?
I can't even discipline you. He can't get out up there. He can't get out that way. It's okay. It's just down there. See, when you go down there at stop sign, they run. We have no choice. This weekend, we have no choice but to get these stakes. We're going to have to put all the fencing down there, so there's no choice. That is a project that we're going to do. So it never ends. All right, well, back to the project, which it is a project here at Ice HCV, because I have so much crap. Yeah, I know. Right here. Man, you need glasses. You need meta glasses. Come here, pup, stay here. What are you doing? Why do you do that? I mean, just, why do you do that, dog? Pain in the freaking ass. Yeah, so anyways, oh boy, you enjoying the video yet? Here's the trailer. That's a good looking trailer. You know what's incredible is, I think right now, this is my former United trailer that I used to own. And I think it is. Because I think that trailer, because I tried to get a trailer I could take to Florida and park on my dad's driveway. And I knew if I got too big, it wouldn't work. I wouldn't be able to park in his driveway when I get down there late at night. Yeah.
The dogs love to terrorize us.
Yeah, they drive you nuts. That's for damn sure. That's for sure, man. They all look pretty and cute, but they're a pain in the ass. So, until you own dogs, you don't get it. So here's the Gladiator. Like I say, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Gotta get my tractor out to pick up this front fork. You know what? Years ago, when I used to own a lawn and garden equipment dealership, we drilled out, we actually cut out with a torch a hole in the pallet fork, and we put like a 2-inch ball or 2 5/16 inch ball, so we could use this to move trailers around with a tractor. I should really do that because it's never ending of me having to move stuff around. So, like I say, now I'm going to move the Jeep Gladiator out of the way. I'm going to get this area cleaned up, and then I'm tempted to bring this trailer in this way, like I say, so that now I've got a gravel solid surface. And what I can do in the winter months, I can actually just back the trailer out instead of going through all that mud. It would be a little tricky as far as me coming over here to hook it up. So you know, it's kind of a go this way or go that way, unless I kind of have it pushed back a little bit more. So I don't know. Still trying to figure out what makes sense here. And I'm just going to put the dump trailer over here where Bob's boat used to be. So I'm just going to put that in this area here. And yeah, the wife will never ever, my wife is, you know the reason my wife still has me? She don't get rid of anything. I was telling Brian that this morning. It's like the wife will never let anything go. She's borderline a hoarder. So I guess that's kind of why I'm still in her life, because she just can't get rid of anything. And this here, this is total trash. This needs to be scrapped. But she won't accept that. She'll be like, well, if you ever go broke again, I'll just fix this up and that'll be my car. I'm like, yeah, okay. Good luck on that one, everybody. Because she actually owns that. Or she get her Honda Soul out of this shed right here. Which you have no idea how many people have approached me. It's like, that's not my car. I can't sell that car. That's the wife's car. She'll never ever sell it. That'll be handed down to Julia. That's where that'll all go one day. Julia will get Julia, for her, life is good on the other side. Yeah, my side, not so much, because all it is debt beyond debt beyond debt. So let's get in here, into the car, move it around, do what I'm doing with my Meta glasses that you guys hate. And Brett was saying, these glasses are so temperamental. So one of my subscribers, Brett, was saying, just use your left arm. Well, okay. So now, do I not only have a right arm destroyed, now I'll just start working on the left arm. So when it's all said and done, I'll just basically be like an amputee. I'll have like no energy on either side of my body because my arms, listen to those tires rubbing. You think those tires are big? They are. So I'll just be an amputee basically, because my left and right side of my shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, left arm, right arm, they're all going to be destroyed. And so like I say, I'll just be basically like armless. So no, I'm not doing that. The Meta glasses, there's the dogs, the back 40, as usual. They're doing their little thing, pooping, crapping, peeing. That's what they do. All right, so now I'm going to get the tractor and get it warmed up. I'm going to shovel some of this poop. I used to have a pooper scooper thing. It's gone. So where'd that go? Because I can come out here and do the pooper scooper thing. And for the record, it's gone. Like everything else. Never ending. Get the old John Deere started up and use this to move stuff around. And never simple, is it? Is the sameness word for me, right? All right, up into the tractor, and wow, this thing had like some full blast. Gotta get my little seat going here because the seat has deflated. It's already pulled the pins, so now I'm gonna unhook the bucket. I'm gonna go get my pallet. You know, tell you. It's incredible how much stuff that I have. And there's just a lot of stuff, man. It's never ending. Now, years ago, I had my trailer up along this shed, and I'm not lying to you. I got in a major argument with my wife about leaving town to go to Florida, and she wasn't happy with what was going on. So I had pulled my trailer out of this spot, everything loaded up to go. We got in a major blowout argument about going to Florida. So I backed the trailer back in, and I literally tore into the back sheet metal of the trailer and destroyed the back right panel. All because my wife was unhappy with the plan of me going to Florida. Only for the next day to pull it all back out and get the hell out of town. So the other trailer, if you ever saw our trailer, it had a whole, the Trailer Enterprises repaired the back panel and they ordered the wrong material. And you know what? It wasn't until I got the trailer home that I even noticed that. I just took for granted these guys know what they're doing. And so I'm like, oh my God. So that trailer was marked for life. I custom ordered that trailer. That trailer all decked out in 2017 was less money than the trailer that I just bought, which is crazy. But you're talking 8 years, man. You're talking inflation that has gone through the roof for cars, everything. Did I get it? Okay. All right. Now, one thing, if I was smart, I would grab this blade and get it out of here, because in the winter months, if I ever need that, it's going to be crammed over here. But the danger is when I bring this up, see, it'll hit the front of my grill. This radio's doing this thing. Let's see if I can get it out of here. But you see, the problem is, you know, where do you put all this stuff? I mean, it's never ending, man. And there's my little red Corolla, which, you know, if you're not careful, I'll back right into that thing, and that'll be a disaster. So I'm going to put it up here in front of this area here. And just kind of make it so I can get to it. Versus once the trailers are in here, it's going to be a problem. Alright, so there's another item out of the way. Because I think what's going to play out here is the, here's a little thing. It's a piece of crap. It's such a piece of junk. See if I can grab the damn thing. Just destroy it. Take it to the junkyard. See, my dump truck right now has all the wood in it. So I'm going to have to dump that thing, and then I'm going to have to come back to this trailer over here and then pick this stuff up out of this thing without wrecking this trailer. Now, I bought this trailer down there in Florida. So I'm making my little storage thing. Alright, doesn't end, everybody, doesn't. And that fuel tank is been Julia's F450 truck. I mean, all the stuff I have around here is pretty incredible. Probably should move that wood thing. I think I am. Now, this is my old fan base, which I got a little smarter. And I got to think, you know what? If I buy a fan head, here you go. I got another fan to put in my shop. So I think I'm just going to put this over here for right now. Ciao, baby. Why are you going to be in my area? Alright. There's that. And then here's this cabinet. I used to keep all my jackets and everything in. And now it's just a nuisance because it's out here. And I don't have any room for it in the shop. I should. But now it's more or less just kind of a nuisance to where it is. I try to get this thing kind of up here. Doesn't end. See, the problem is this trailer is going to be really tight in here, and this is ended up being a problem. I mean, so I'm going to turn this now sideways. I'll put it the other way. There's a door open in the back of the wife's car. Then I'm going to get this out of the way as well. This is a wood thing where you got to pay a core to get wood down the street. All right, we're making a little bit of headway here. Slowly but surely, just getting crap out of the way. Because like I say, this trailer, pretty wide trailer in some ways. I wonder if I should move this trailer over as well. We'll just have to kind of feel it out. That's what we're gonna do. These glasses are so temperamental where you take a picture versus you actually are doing anything. So I'm gonna try to put this up in here. I can drop. Okay. So now that's out of my way. All right, good deal. I may push it a little further. Okay, good. There you go. All right, now we're ready for the truck and trailer. Get this thing out of the way. We'll put this down over here. Say boy. All right, now get the truck warmed up. And what I'm thinking is, I don't know what I'm thinking, to be honest with you, how I handle all this. To get the truck in here now, I mean, part of me says just to pull the trailer up into here, so I'm gonna gravel, but I don't know yet. I have to think this through. Always a project, everybody. Always just too much stuff. All right, now it's time to start up the Chevy Bison. Get it warmed up. That's a great truck. Great truck, pretty incredible. All the different vehicles I've used to tow with, and the Fords are nice, but they walk. I mean, the walking on those things is really just, it's very, I mean, it's kind of freaky. Even the Rams, even I think the Ram's the best tow vehicle out there personally, but this definitely is nice because it has the front independent suspension. Now last night, hitting higher speeds in 70-mile-an-hour range, did I have a little feeling of some personality in this? I did. So right now the goal is get this truck and trailer over there, and then I'm going to start getting stuff out of this shop because they just need to free up this shop. It's just driving me nuts and too much stuff in the shop, and kind of get the Camaros. I mean, the ideal thing would be have the Camaros back here, and then maybe we put the bikes, maybe relocate these bikes up there, but the goal is to get this whole area cleaned out. So we at least can get another car in here. I don't think I'll be able to get 4 cars in here, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Now, this morning, Brian and I are up in the office getting the workday going, and we literally hear one of the dogs literally go down the stairs. And that's a long stairwell, and I'm thinking, oh my God. And I was figuring it's probably Rebel, and it was, but you could hear him hit every stair with his body. And I'm thinking, oh God, here we go. Here comes a huge vet bill because he just fell down those stairs. But thank goodness he's youthful and young, and that didn't happen. Sorry, so now here we go. Without running over the dogs, which they tend to like to follow me. But hopefully they won't. So here we go, everybody. On moving the truck around the property. So at this time of year, it's not a big deal because the ground isn't that soft. But once you get into the really rainy season, wetter season, this becomes like a mud pit, and this becomes very challenging on the dogs. You're just not the smartest. Stay away, get away, get away. So what happens back here, years ago, I got stuck back here with my dump trailer when we were moving wood around, and it was bad. My F-250 truck literally just sunk. And I mean, it was so bad. I done hooked the trailer. I had to get my tractor out. So back here in this area, this is a low-lying area where the water doesn't drain right. So this becomes like a little mud pit, unbeknownst to you. So the challenge is in the winter months to come out here and repark this trailer right now, it's just going to be wet as all get out. And the other thing is, see, I really would rather have the trailer parked this way. But the downside is when you go to load the motorcycles, then what happens is, so now you have to keep in mind here is, let me get my camera. What you keep in mind here is now this trailer's door won't close. So I'm too close. So right now I need to back up and realign this thing. But like I say, the only downside to doing this is getting the motorcycles out of the garage into this trailer. It's very slippery. You know, if it's a really wet winter, you're kind of, well, I mean, I can always pull this trailer out of this spot right now. They're trying to address that. So I'm going to go a little harder right here. And now you can see why I moved all that stuff over here, because if I pull this trailer up, that stuff would have been in its way. But now my goal is to get the trailer so I can open the other trailer up. But you can see, looking here, what I'm doing, it's very, very... All right, let's try this again. So I'm really have to pull a little harder to the right here to really kind of get this trailer away from that door. And so I think this time I about got it. And I can see up front, this was really nice. So now I'm up a little further. So then it's the question is, how far up do I come into this? And we got to go check the clearance. All right. I'm still videoing. All right, sometimes you hear a noise. So now the question is, how far up do I come? Which I could come up. This is pretty good right now, actually. So now look here. So this is the thing. So yeah, I got plenty of room. So then back here, when I come to load everything up, this is kind of really like usually the wettest area. So this really, in hindsight, this trailer should be over there because it's gonna be a little drier. And this isn't perfectly lined up, but yeah, but this trailer right now has all its bikes in it, and to move this around, I don't know if I'm really need to worry about it that much, but I'd rather have this trailer kind of more, no, don't do that, more straight. Julia's telling me that Diesel, when I left yesterday, he was trying to get out of the house. These guys are figuring out how to hit the door handle and open the door. Yeah. So I'm in pretty good shape over here. So you definitely kind of get it a little more square. It doesn't look bad. All right, let's see how we're doing here. That looks a little better, but now the question is, how do I look over here? Meaning, on the other side, with this other trailer here, can I get in and out? Yeah, I can. So that's perfect. So here it is. I mean, this thing's big, man. This is a big ass freaking trailer. Wow. I never could get the lights to work. Huh, that sucks. Yeah, so this here is about, so I can still kind of park stuff here. So there's the boy wanting to get in. So I think I've done pretty good. I'm gonna get my blower out, kind of get this stuff out of here. Ginger, look at Ginger. She's our character, isn't she? She's a funny little girl. All right, now I need some chalk. Need some things to put up against this. Look at that, everybody. One nice thing with this shirt, I see it shadows the dogs now. You know, it's more challenging for them to kind of see over there. They can see here still, but if I park a car here, it starts taking, like this is a fence line. We don't know what's going on over there, nor do I. But the next thing I need to do is start moving cars out and start evaluating what will fit in that trailer and what won't. That's a whole nother project. Something I've learned over the years is when you park these trailers or vehicles near these trees, it just destroys it. So like that tree there, that tree should probably come down. That's gonna be a problem to that camper one day. And I saw Brett was bringing up, I mean, I like being in conversations with all these commenters here. Brett's like, just sell the camper. You can't sell it. I mean, okay, so between the sales tax and blah, 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 dealer, blah, 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 da, 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 you finance the damn thing. Even if you're putting down, I think I put down like $8 grand. And I paid, I think, like 47 and change or 50 for this thing. I can promise you that I still owe $50,000, 45 or 50 grand of that camper. I can guarantee if I took it to the trailer dealer, they're going to say we'll give you 25 grand for it. I can guarantee it. So it's like, yeah, so you got to write a 20. There's no way you can't buy these material things and ever expect to get your money out of them. It doesn't ever happen unless you have an exotic, rare car. Whole point is, you just have to buy the thing outright if you think you can turn around and sell it one day, or you have to put down 50% of the money, which have to be 25 to 30 grand, because the sales tax gets you, man. That's what kills you in buying cars. And so, once again, I know for a fact that I would have to write a $20,000 check to get rid of this. But why would I get rid of it? I don't know. You guys kind of... I scratch my head on how you guys think. That's ridiculous. I think weird. I honestly can say I think a lot of you people out there think really weird. I mean, you really do. And if it offends you, I really don't care. Because people call me out, and it's like, I hate to break the bad news, but you really have a weird way of thinking. But who's to call you out looking at me, right? Ha! I get it. So do I have any more little chalk things? I got some in the truck, another trailer that's going to be the rubber style. So I'll get those out of that trailer there. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up that Honda CB750 in here, because that is now set up for the battery tender. And that's one thing about motorcycles, is if you don't put battery tenders on them, I can guarantee there's a ton of people out there that'll be the first to say, yeah, man, I didn't do that, and now my bike's dead. Now I need a battery. So, watch out, puppies. That's why my one Goldwing had problems, is because I never had it on a schedule. See here? Only downside to this here is this linoleum, like your kitchen or bathroom flooring. It is so slick. It's so slick. So now I'm bringing 750 out here, put it right here. So that'll free up some space. You see the threshold here? So we talked about getting this on yesterday, but that was kind of like a flip of the coin. Because when you come up this bike, you're now going over a hump. So I go over the hump or go down the dip. So, and it's just too much money. Anything. What is, anybody here, I mean, what is not just a lot of money anymore? I mean, anymore, it's beyond unbelievable. Vinny was saying, how the hell are these rotors $900 each? Because it's a racing performance car with slotted rotors. That's a low production build. That's the problem. When you have low production build of parts, because they're high performance, limited production cars, it's all proportional. The reason Corvettes are so expensive, it's a limited, very small sales of a vehicle that has a high ratio of problems. That's why you pay so much money for a car. They've already factored in that they're not gonna have the volume to offset the challenges of fixing those cars and replacing parts. All right, so now let's open up the back. And this is a great, there's no doubt this would be a great car hauler. And that's a nice the salesman there, Mike, he was going to buy this trailer, but he has an ATV or a side-by-side and it would hit this right here. So that was a problem. So he picked up a nice used one. So you see here, this is nice. So right now, my goal is to put the trike up in here, and then we go back, and I'm going to buy special condors that go into this rack system, and then that way I think I can secure, I know for a fact, 4. So, and then I don't have this little ridge thing like I have on that trailer there. So that trailer is by far more decked out than this trailer, but once you get into this trailer, it's going to be a $25,000 trailer. Once you're putting cabinets in, special flooring, siding, the roof, you know, the ceiling, there's no way. And there's just, it's not worth it. I already just put $1,800 more into this thing between the tires, the track system, spare tire. Yeah, did they get their money? They got it. No doubt. But it is what it is. So now, time to get the Camaro out and then start shuffling stuff in that trailer. But what I've learned over the years is I'm gonna unhook that trailer first, because once you have that weight in there, it does become a little more challenging to unhook that trailer. And I wanna chalk it. Okay, so now I'm getting the battery. The glasses on these things don't last long. So the battery charge level is low.